Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Green 80. Right there in the middle. 55. Get the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. And he's got Lockett. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 69 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1. And it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 12. First down, Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Back to throw, Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable for Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Carson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That's caught by Hollister. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Thomas has it. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And he is going to lose yardage here. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Carter. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Open man, the tight end fails. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Watson. They still can't get it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 44 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. A second nice move, a spin. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football. But this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Escaping the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point. That's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Hey, 55.
Get him and tear you up.
From the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he may try and run for this. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Wilson He'll find Metcalf. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go double down right here. Double down.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. He hits more. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. On 1st down, Wilson buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Disley, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. After the sack on first down, Watson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.